So, I have a very important video for you guys today. I know you guys are going to love this one. This is another NoFap/semen retention video. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the video title is 700 Days of Semen Retention. Good 700. Good 700 days of semen retention. So look, I made a video in the past called 500 Days of Semen Retention. If you haven't already, go ahead and check that out. Type in Thuggalo Marco. Go to my playlist and type in NoFap and semen retention. You will see 500 days of semen retention. I want you to watch that video before you watch this video. It's been 5 months and 20 days since I made another semen retention video. Now I'm just updating you guys on my journey. So in this video, we're gonna talk about a couple things I learned. Now before I start, I wanna let y'all know, semen retention is the most powerful practice in existence. It's the most powerful thing ever. Like, if you can practice this and discipline yourself in this area, everything in your life will be so much easier. Because I be telling y'all, in this life, doing things that are hard will make your life a lot easier. Alright, so look, we're finna go ahead and dive into this shit, man. So I'm gonna go ahead and talk my talk. It's a lot of people in this life that ain't gonna never hit 700 days like me. A lot of y'all barely can do 30 days of semen retention. Me, I hit 700 days and counting. And in 2 months, it will be officially 2 years since I've been celibate. The journey was real. A lot of y'all slacking, a lot of y'all been bullshitting, a lot of y'all still masturbate every single day. But guess what? Me, I'm retaining and gaining. I'm getting up there. My subscribers going up. My beard growing, my hair growing, my health going up. Shit, I'm evolving. You motherfuckers ain't evolving. So look, I'm finna go over a couple things I learned, alright? Let's get it. The number one thing I learned was to have self-discipline. Now, I talk about this shit all the time. As a man, it's very important for you to have discipline. If you do not have any type of discipline as a man, you are going to fall. You are not going to rise in this life. You got to have some type of discipline, okay? It's very important and very key that you have discipline. Now, the number one thing I learned from practicing semen retention is discipline. Now, I'll admit, it's very hard to discipline yourself in the sexual area. It's very hard to have sexual discipline. But if one can control his sexual urges and desires, he can accomplish anything in his life. Let me say a quote that Mike Tyson said. Discipline is doing what you hate, but acting like you love it. So imagine someone who loves having sex, someone who loves busting nuts every day, stopping that shit. Do you know how uncomfortable that is? But listen, doing things that make you feel uncomfortable make you grow. If you do things that's easy, you're not gonna grow. So it's very important. So yes, I learned discipline, to have self-discipline on my journey. Very important. Number 2, I learned to telepathically communicate. Yes, believe it or not, I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I'm gonna drop the script. We can telepathically communicate. Now, when you practice semen retention, you raise your spiritual energy up. Now, what is your spiritual energy? Your spiritual energy is your sperm, okay? Your sperm is that shit that you be busting and wasting all the time. Yes, when you retain for a long period of time, you are going to unlock a heightened sense of awareness. Your aura is going to get strengthened. Now, unlike witchcraft, people who do witchcraft been telepathically communicating for years. But if you've been celibate, you probably just now started tapping into this like higher knowledge, higher energy. Me, it took me a year and like 5 months to telepathically communicate. I don't do witchcraft, but those who do witchcraft been telepathically communicating. So yes, that's the number one thing I learned. I learned to telepathically communicate. I did it 3 months ago. I started telepathically communicating 3 months ago. I telepathically communicate with people all the time. I could communicate to the whole world if I wanted to. Yo, get what I'm saying? So that's the number one. That's another thing I learned. Number 2, telepathically communicate. If you want to telepathically communicate, all you got to do is raise your vibration and your aura. When you practice celibacy, you are telling the universe, okay, shit, I'm trying to get up. You feel me? So practice some celibacy for a long period of time and you will unlock this in your vessel. We all have the capability of doing it. That's what Lucy was about. That movie Lucy, that's what that shit was about. Us telepathically communicating. They put the truth in the movies all the time, alright? Number 3, the importance of patience. Now, this is very important. This is exactly what I learned. I learned the importance of patience. Now, look, it took patience and dedication and time and effort and energy to get to 700 days. Now, believe it or not, in this life, you you gotta have patience, because patience is key. If you ain't got patience, dog, I'm telling you, that shit'll hold you back. So look, I learned to have patience on my journey. That's something I've been struggling with my whole entire life. Like, basically, one thing about me is, like, as a kid and when I was younger, in my younger years, when I was like 17, 16, maybe 15, I used to struggle with patience. Like, I used to be a very impatient person, if that sounds correct. I used to be a very impatient person, my bad. And basically, ever since I've been on semen retention for these last 700 days, damn near 2 years, I learned that everything is about having patience. Patience is key, ladies and gentlemen, okay? Number 4, I learned that this is a personal journey. Now, believe it or not, if you've ever practiced semen retention, you're going to understand that, damn, this is bigger than life. It's deeper than rap when you practice celibacy. It's not about just friends and all that anymore. When you practice semen retention, you will get lonely and you will be on this journey by yourself, because there's a lot of people who don't want to take life serious. When you practice semen retention, you basically telling yourself, you trying to man up. That's what this shit is about. It's about manning up and doing what a man really does. And real men retain their sexual energy for long periods of time. And yes, this is a personal journey. I've noticed that this shit got so deep with me, bitch. Ever since I've been on semen retention, it's like, it's really a growth process with me. Like, I've been evolving. Ever since I've been on semen retention, my face got deeper. Not bad. My voice got deeper. My face got more chiseled. My hair growing. Money coming in. Manifestations coming in. My aura up. It's a lot of growth and development when you're on semen retention. It's a personal process. So that's what I learned. This is a personal journey. If you ever been on semen retention or you're practicing semen retention, you're going to notice that it's about personal growth and development. That's what it's for. It's a tool to help you develop and mold yourself as a man. Women practice semen retention. There's a lot of women I've been telepathically communicating with. They've been celibate for over like 1,500 days. You feel me? Some of them be like 600 days, 400 days, 396 days. You feel me? Women, all that shit. Women is practicing celibacy. A lot of women are practicing this. So it's something that men and women can practice. But when you practice semen retention, you're going to learn. And this is what I learned. It is a personal journey. Okay? It's not something you get on and you just have fun with it. Nah, when you get on semen retention, you basically telling your spirit that, hey, I'm trying to level up. I'm trying to grow. I'm trying to develop. I'm trying to become more masculine. If you're a woman, I'm trying to become more feminine, more emotional, more stoic. Right? Women can be stoic too. So it's no by unisex or nothing, okay? So that's what I learned. This is a personal journey. Last but not least, the universe will challenge you. Now listen, I gotta go ahead and drop the script. Believe it or not, we can all agree that ever since we started to practice semen retention, our life been a lot harder, hasn't it? Our life has been a lot fucking harder, but it's like, it's been easier at the same time, because believe it or not, when you get on semen retention, you basically tell the universe, aka God, that you want the best of the best. You want the best out of this life shit. You basically sacrifice purpose for pleasure, right? You sacrifice pleasure for purpose. And when you get on semen retention, you will be on your purpose. So the universe is gonna test you. You're gonna have a lot of women who want to fuck, a lot of women who want you to relapse. You're going to have a lot of demonic spirits who want you to relapse. It's not easy. It is very tough. It is the hardest thing you can practice. The universe will test you. That's what I learned. So listen, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this shit up, man. And before I go, I want y'all to know, semen retention is the hardest shit you can practice. If you're a woman, it's called nofap. If you're a man, it's called semen retention. But listen, this shit will test you. You got to be a spiritual warrior when you practice in semen retention, because it's not easy. It's easy to beat your meat all day. It's easy to do that, but it's hard to retain that energy. But when you retain that energy, you unlock this God-level confidence that nobody can take away from you. Only person that can take it away from you is you, and that's if you relapse like a female. You feel me? I don't relapse. I just release with bitches. You feel what I'm saying? But nah, all jokes aside though, yes, that's what I learned. The universe will test you. So listen, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this shit up, man. I love you guys so much. Y'all stay tuned for more content. I know it's not as long as my last one, but I had to drop the script. This shit been real. My journey in growth and development been so personal. This journey has been so personal for me that I just gotta go ahead and talk about this shit. I've been celibate for 700 days, 718 days, and in 2 months it'll be 2 years. But anyways, I love y'all. Y'all stay tuned for more content. Thugalo Marco out, gang.